Very good evening, friends. This is Rahul Mogan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. First of all, I'm very pleased to share that our TRFX Academy, which is nothing but like an Amazon and Netflix in education, has started. More than 2 videos is already uploaded on our TRFX Academy. These videos will not come on the YouTube, and more importantly, these videos are short and extremely crispy in nature. And hopefully we would be completing 20 plus videos in December, and roughly 10 to 15 videos we would be shooting around after every fortnight, which precisely means 30 videos per month, maybe 300 plus videos in 2021, and maybe more schemes will come for the members. So we are very pleased that our TRFX Academy is live, and our destination towards the next Amazon and all has started. You know that I am a very strong and firm believer of profits. I am a kind of person who do not believe that one should do the charity business. Business is not for charity. Maybe there are many things which you can do for charity. But unfortunately, I have noticed again and again that charity is turning out to be a norm of a business, not only in India but also across the globe. Example, we first saw many startups in India who came and offered freebies. Then came Google Pay, Amazon Pay, and many others, and rest you all know. Then came the food delivery companies. Where are these food delivery companies now? And there are so many examples. Nowadays, there are different kind of setup. There is a different kind of setup which is happening in India, and which is not in India, in fact, across the globe. Let me show you, which is the free brokerage model. First of all, many top US brokers are moving towards free brokerage model. And in US, it has started almost a year ago. Somewhere in 2019, it has already started. And it is growing. Many top US brokers are moving towards zero brokerage model, which effectively means that whatever amount of trade you do, they are not going to be charging you anything for that. Or even if they are charging you, then they are charging you an amount which is almost zero. I understand that 2020 would always be remembered as an year of technology thanks to coronavirus. And hopefully these technological inventions and innovations would continue in 2021-22. Hopefully the vaccine will come and resolve all the issues. But we also understand that brokerage industry in US, in Singapore, and in India is employing tremendous amount of people. Having said that, there is no evidence which we have right now which suggests that the same model is getting copied in Singapore, but yes, now the same model is getting copied in India also. Example, Kotak Securities issued almost zero brokerage, and many other online brokerage firms came and they talk about the zero brokerage model. And now there is company of Sher Khan, which is Espresso. He is almost on the same path. As of now, we do not have a concrete data which can suggest us how many people are actually employed in the brokerage based business in India, covering all HDFC, I would say HDFC setup, Kotak setup, Axis setup, Motilal Oswal, Rally Gear, Upstocks, Zerodha, and all these kind of players. We don't have an exact data. Since we do not have an exact data, commenting is not possible, at least from my side. But just Guys, guess that if we move towards zero brokerage model, then the revenue flow will be almost zero for the companies. We are replicating the same strategy of the startups. Rather, we are giving a more negative precedent than these startups. Example, at least these startups, like hope you remember my story of Ramlal and Shamlal Samosewala. If by chance this story turned out to be a reality, it's a pure coincidence. So story was Ramlal and Shamlal were two friends. They decided to have some business. One day they were walking on the road and they saw on their right hand side and left hand side there were big offices. Thousands of people were working in these offices. They thought that we are having a very good exposure of food. Why not start a samosa shop? They did some research and they got to know that nearby there is no samosa shop, and you know that in all these corporate places people come down during evening time and love to have one samosa. So they decided that we'll sell one samosa, which is generally the market price is 5 rupees. We will sell at 3 rupees. Am I supposed to speak anything? If on your right and left hand side you have big offices, then and a samosa which is costing 5 rupees is eventually available at 3 rupees, then employees will just grab as maximum as samosa as possible. Rather, in the so-called corporate parties, they love to call this person, say, hey guys, give us 1000 samosas. Eventually this shapes up, and the Ramlal and Shamlal Samosa company felt that there is a need for expansion. They went to a venture capitalist and showed the turnover of 10 crores per month, and venture capitalists gave him a funding of 20 crores. They expanded in different parts of India, Bangalore, Mumbai, and all these kind of cities. Eventually, this company turned out to be a unicorn, but the reality is profit is zero. And once COVID came, this company vanished. Tell me if all finance companies will follow Ramlal and Shamlal Samosa story in a more negative way. So what is that? At least Ramlal and Shamlal were selling 5 rupees samosa at 3 rupees. But these brokerage companies are giving at throwaway prices or at zero prices. We even do not getting the point that how many thousands of jobs will cut in these brokerage industry in next 1 year. And am I supposed to tell you the job situation in India? Am I supposed to tell you the job situation in India? No. The job situation in India is so worst that it cannot be reflected in numbers. And if the companies only for the sake of volume, example, what is actually in the mind is that a company XYZ is coming in public domain and saying, I will do free. Okay, you do free. At least I have no problem. We are running our prop desk. We love to have an account with you. Why not? You do free. And after 2 years, this company will show 10,000 crores worth of security is traded on our platform every day. And we are the largest platform in India. The people, those who are charging brokerages, they definitely get less trade. Of course, I love to place a trade at a broker place who is charging me almost zero compared to somebody who is charging me. Then eventually what happens? The same story. These brokerage firms, those who are charging, they will start cutting the employees because revenue is coming down. Once they start cutting the employees, they will move to technology, and rest we all know. Eventually in 2021, I'm sure that the brokerage industry in India, because brokerage industry is copying the same model of US nowadays, they would end up having a similar kind of situation. And thousands of people will get cut. And the end result would be huge unemployment in the financial sector. This would also impact a lot of jobs across India, which includes the jobs of advisors, legal consultants, and all, because everything is available at throwaway prices. And remember, guys, if everything started available at throwaway prices, the quality is almost zero. Did you ever visit to any airport? The airport who is charging from you, or who is charging heavily from the advertisers, those who advertise on the airport, example Changi in Singapore. They are neat, clean, safe, and more importantly, having all amenities. In Changi, just near to the, I would say, immigration, we are having one counter wherein they are offering us free toffees. And they're not fake toffees, they are very good toffees. And I acknowledge that I always take at least 10 12 toffees from that place. Of course, with permission. And they always smiled, and I always take 10 12 toffees, very good toffees. Do you know why Changi do that? Because Changi is having an enormous revenue stream which they are getting from a huge advertisement. The quality of the water, the quality of the carpets, the air cleaning, the hospitality staff, I would say the swimming pools, I would say the interconnected trains, and more importantly, lot of facilities for the kids, old people, elder people, and all these kind. It's because Changi is having revenue. But what if Changi don't have any revenue? Do you even expect all these amenities? Not at all. Without quoting the name, there are several airports we have across the globe, those who do not have A of amenities. Or for the sake of formalities, they are having chairs. Forget the clean water and toffees and pools and something for kids and all. Similarly, if these brokerage firms will reach to that destination, then I'm telling you this will raise multiple issues. Number one, job losses, it would definitely happen. Number two, the data of the customer is at stake. Because if I'm not making any revenue, how would I spend in the technology? We have recently saw what happened to Indian banks. And I don't want you to make a video on the information technology architecture of Indian banks because I have no words to explain, to be honest. So no words, no talk. And third important thing, it would happen, the quality of the services. And fourth and most important is the default. If I am a proprietor who is doing a throwaway business, what bothers me to do the business after a point of time? And the same can be replicated from the fact that many startup owners are quitting their startup. You know why? Hey guys, I started a startup. I reached to a valuation of 1 billion. I sold at 3 billion. I got 2 billion. 2 billion is sufficient to live the life. Why to work? Because they knew that when they started, the startup was in loss. And when the so-called valuation game player bought them, it will again continue to be in loss. But did Steve, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Larry Ellison, did they left their startups? No, they never. Because when they started, they were in profit, and even today they are in profit. They continue to launch new product to be more profitable. This trend, which has started in US, unfortunately, now is being replicated in Southeast Asia. In Singapore, this trend has just started. And I'm sure it will replicate in Singapore also. In India, it is growing at a much faster pace on the name of automation and technology. And as usual, people are blind and the media is silent and no one wanted to talk about that topic. But I'm telling you that soon the young generation which is coming will pay a hefty price for that. And guys, do not forget that as per the data on the Bloomberg, more than 500,000 jobs cut only in US and Europe in the last 6 years. How many of these jobs are from India, Singapore, Thailand, Hong Kong, Dubai, Australia, and all Southeast Asian economies? God knows. We don't have any data. And here I'm talking about probable job losses only in the brokerage sector. I'm not talking about the probable job losses in the banking sector in India, which would start soon because of digitization. Because digitization will surely come. Rest, I hope you understand. I'm always worried about the young guns, and I am always thinking that what these young guns would do when they pass out so-called MBA or different institutions and they feel like, hey guys, I have no job to work. Or even if I have a job to work, the kind of salary which I'm getting is almost throwaway. But few people, for the sake of profitability, for the sake of revenue, for the sake of just showing that, hey, I formed a brokerage company, my daily turnover is 35,000 crores. How much profit? Don't ask. They are not only destroying the present, but they destroy the future also. And the kind of destruction they would do would be irreparable, at least for me. But as usual, we are silent and we will pay the price of that. We doesn't mean we, the young generation who is coming. So guys, don't make this world at free, right? Please don't make this free. 5 rupees samosa at 3 rupees. Cab ride costing 150 at 70. Food delivery costing 80, available at 40. Payment gateway available at 10 rupees, available at 2 rupees. And now the brokerage which is available at 10-15 rupees is now approximately free. Don't make this world a free place. Please, you are charging for your professional services. You're not overcharging for your professional services. And by the way, if on the name of the automation, I repeat, on the name of the automation, if everyone started turning to give free services, then the day is not far when the machines will rule in the office, and in the whole office you only have 10 human beings. And then you ask, who is doing the work? Computer. Rest is definitely your call. Treasury Consulting always raise the issues which most of the people are always reluctant to raise. And that is why we always raise this issue. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. We are very pleased that our Amazon-like platform is on. Sheetal Academy launching 5 more courses. Sheetal Academy School of Trading, School of Valuation, 13 different schools is coming. CTRM and ETRM, Commodities Trading Risk Management, Energy Trading Risk Management is almost done. And videos has started on YouTube. Research desk is working. More importantly, stock valuation desk is on the way. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155, guys. Have a great time, and just if you get some time, just think what I said. I never worried about the views. I never worried about the subscribers, because I know one thing, that the kind of content I am uploading is actually going where it should be. And on WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, I am really getting the kind of concerned comments. And not this week, but maybe next week, Treasury Consulting TV would be covering this issue in detail. Have a great time, sir. Thank you.